What up, Raffleaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are back on Mandela Avenue and Homestretch Avenue. This is the intersection of Mandela Avenue and Homestretch Avenue here in Georgetown, Guyana. And we are here because I wanted to give you an update on this building. That is the new Royal Mall and Royal Hotel and Mapao Casino and a number of other things. But last time we were here, they hadn't finished building the mall, so I want to take a look inside now to see in fact if the mall has been completed. But we're starting here because this is now one of the busiest intersections. This is the intersection of Mandela Avenue and Homestretch Avenue. They're actually rebuilding this road, so the surface of the road has been torn up. They resurfaced half of the road. Right, half of the road has been resurfaced up to about the new fire station, and then they had to tear up this second half of the road to start the rebuilding or the resurfacing process here, and that's causing a whole bunch of traffic jams, traffic delays, traffic problems. But we're going to deal with that in another video. Also on Homestretch Avenue, somebody was asking me what was happening with the new football stadium. They haven't started constructing the football stadium yet, and they also haven't really done much, although they started some work on the St. Stanislaus ground. So St. Stanislaus was given this new ground on Homestretch Avenue because the government confiscated their ground on Carifesta Avenue. St. Stanislaus ground used to be on Carifesta Avenue, and the government confiscated that recreational land to build the Hilton Hotel. Now this is the current Chinese embassy, and next door is the largest single Chinese investment in Guyana. This is the Royal Mall. Name has changed significantly many times over the years. It started out being Orchid Garden, and now it's called the Royal. There, it's the Royal Mall. So it's now the Royal Mall, and next door is the hotel and restaurant. Now I've actually taken a look at this building in the past. I think last time we were here must have been about, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe. Go to the archives, you'll see last time we were here, maybe 6 months ago, and they were still working on the mall, inside of the mall, but there are a number of stores and restaurants that were already up and running even then, and the casino, I think, has been operational for a long time. I think I explained what it means to get access to the casino, how to sign up, and I did sign up, although I haven't yet received my card. So it seems as if the mall is open. This one says March. In March, Riaz Computer Megastore is supposed to open in the mall. We're going to check that out, see if it has been open. And of course there is the Royal Hotel and Restaurant. They were open, I think, back in March. We're now in May. Now we've been down to the back of this mall and see that it's actually longer than a city block. The building itself is longer than a city block, and so there is space for a lot. It actually faces the Botanical Gardens. So we're walking on the outside of the Botanical Gardens. At this point, usually I come to the Botanical Gardens. That's the Botanical Gardens here, the back of the Botanical Gardens here in Georgetown. I usually use the Botanical Gardens when it rains and I can't do my regular 10-mile run. But this is the back entrance. It's protected by Sheriff Security Services. That's another story for another day. We're gonna deal with that in another video. But here is the Royal Mall. As you can see, Space Gym occupies a significant part of the building, one of the upper floors. And down on the ground floor here, this is the casino. These are the signs that says it's a gaming lounge. Mapao has a gaming lounge. Space Gym is also one of the anchor stores. They've built these bus stops, bus shades. These are new, right? Those bus stops. But the building is now complete. That is the Royal International Mall and Hotel. I'm now calling it the Royal Mall and Royal Hotel, Royal Restaurant. They're all completed on the outside. Remember when they started planting these palm trees? They were small, relatively small, and all this traffic in the parking lot. Most of this traffic used to be for Space Gym, which is up there on the, what's it, 4th floor. See a lot of people are still hanging out on the outside. Space Gym, those people are probably there for their regular workouts. So it's quite popular. And based on the traffic, this is about double the amount of vehicles I normally find in this parking lot. And my assumption is that some of this traffic is probably visiting some of the other facilities in the building. So there is a Royal Lounge, which is another facility in the building. It's, I guess, a place to have some drinks, like a bar, and some entertainment. All right, that's the Royal Lounge. It seems to be part of the top floor of the building. And then in the back here, there is a large grocery store, what seems to be a grocery store, called Real Value Supermarket. Okay, so it's a supermarket. That's the Real Value Supermarket. So that's yet another store, another facility that's open here. So this is really a mega facility. Right, this is the end of the building. It's more than it's like a city block, 2 city blocks long. Right, it's like 2 city blocks. Actually, end of the building So it's actually wide too. It's a wide building. It's an entire block from east to west, and another like 2 blocks from north to south. So it's about four square blocks in terms of size. So this is mega. It's a mega facility. Now, I'm gonna take a look at the mall because the last time. Oh, this is the supermarket. Seems as if. Okay, it's just a regular supermarket. Regular supermarket in here. Exit. Okay. Tell me something. The mall open?
The mall?
Yeah.
Here one in front, till in front.
All right. Yeah. What's that? You want to be in it? No, I gotta ask you first. You want to be in? All right. So this is the Real Value store. This is the security guard. So tell me, how long this store open?
A year now.
Year? I realize they open so long. All right, so gotta come back here to shop because it's a big store inside, but you can't see that from the outside. I want to see the mall first though. Which door?
Go straight down. Yeah, see the casino there, but
What's it got going by the front?
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So apparently the mall, which is also a huge, good afternoon, a huge facility, it's probably open. What we'll do is, let's see, we'll enter from the front, but it seems as if, okay, this is supermarket, another supermarket entrance. Seems as if this is an elevator, an outdoor elevator. So apparently that tiny glimpse told me that the mall might not be fully occupied, although it might be closer to completion than it was the last time I was here. I think this is Younglee International Winery. So there's a winery. Good afternoon. This is the entrance to what? The gym?
Multiple things. Gym, cafe.
Okay.
Yeah, like 5 so yeah,
Oh, okay. So this is the winery. There's a cafe and a gym upstairs, right? So apparently, this is the entrance for multiple facilities. The winery on the ground floor. Ayaz Medi Spa here on the second floor. There is a cafe. It says Love Latte. And I think this is a restaurant. Vape shop. There's a vape shop. Hi. Which floor is the gym on?
The 5th one.
Okay, so this is the second floor. So apparently, if you take the stairs all the way up to the 5th floor, you can get to the gym. This is the 3rd floor.